Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Hey, good morning. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can say good morning to everybody around the room. Let's see. Good morning, Ronnie. Good morning, KJ. Good morning, Britton Lewis. Good morning, Hannah. Good morning. Who sat right beside Hannah? Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Emmett. Good morning, Gray. And good morning, Callie. All right, I'm going to go to the other table. Good morning, Gabriel. Good morning, Kyan. And good morning, Oliver. And good morning, Owen. And good morning, Palmer. And good morning, Wyman. And good morning, Britton Latour. Good morning. I did it, all 15. I really miss you guys a lot. So today we're going to kind of finish up some Earth Day stuff. We're going to make a craft and we're going to do our ABC bag, and there might be a few other little things we're going to do. So short circle time, because we've got so much to cram into our time together. So today it starts with an F. So what day is it? Friday. It's Friday. Our month is still April. And our day, there's a 2 and a 4. When we put those together, 24. So today is Friday, April 24th. Good job. Well, Wednesday was Earth Day. And I kind of gave you guys a little challenge, and hopefully we'll see a few projects. You don't have to, but hopefully we'll see a few things that maybe you came up with that you did with some things that were being recycled, something that you could reuse, maybe a paper towel roll, or maybe you made something out of a small box, or maybe you made something out of a water bottle. But we're going to share those during our Zoom, and we'll just see how many we get to talk about, okay? So before we move any farther, one of our scholastics this weekend, I didn't send this one home with you in your baggie because it was just a story. So I'm just going to share this one, and it's called Don't Be a Litter Bug. What is a litter bug? A litter bug is someone who throws trash on the ground. Should we throw trash on the ground? Goodness, no. You don't want to be called a litter bug. Especially, look, there's trash on the ground, and look, right here's a trash can. Well, that's just silly. All right, let's turn the page. Where are they? Where are they in this picture? That's a fun place to go. To the beach. It looks like they're at the beach. This crab lives on the seashore. That's what it says right here. This crab needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. Yeah, should we leave apple pieces on the beach? Should we leave plastic bottles and other trash on the beach? No. Because he needs a clean home too. Let's look at this page. What animal is this? It's a deer. And where does the deer live? Where does the deer live? He lives in the forest. He lives in the forest. And we like to go on hikes, kind of on trails in the forest. And sometimes you might even be able to see animals, but they need a clean place to live too. The deer needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. If you're on a hike, Should you just throw your lunch trash in the forest? No. Put it in your backpack. Or you could even put, if you had a granola bar, you could even put that granola bar paper, just put it in your pocket. But don't throw it in the forest. Let's look at the next one. Our next one. What animal do you see? It's a frog. This frog lives in a pond. This frog needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. What do you see that people have thrown in there? I see a bottle. Yep. We shouldn't throw anything like that in the pond or in the lake. Have you ever seen trash in the water? Ugh. Let's look at this one. This is a really cool animal. The sea turtle. The sea turtle lives in the ocean. This sea turtle needs a clean home. So stop littering, litter bugs. If we throw things in the ocean, it might get wrapped around the turtle's head or his little flipper, his fin, and it might even just kind of make things really yucky for them. What if the sea turtle tried to eat it? Do you think he would get sick? He might. This squirrel lives in a park. He needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. Don't just leave your trash. When you go on a play date to the park, don't leave your trash laying around. Find a trash can. Find a trash can. Look at this guy. I think we're in the desert now. This lizard lives in the desert. This lizard needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. And the last one. Who do you think this is? It's kids just like you. These kids need a clean playground. Stop littering, litter bugs. When we can go back to the playgrounds and play, don't you like it when they're nice and clean? I know the mamas do. So make sure you always look for the trash cans no matter where you are. And don't be a litter bug, okay? That helps keep our earth nice and clean, and it helps protect all of these animals we just read about, and so many more, So don't be a litter bug. Don't be a litter bug. Well, we are going to do our craft, and our craft is a Y craft, but I thought I would show you what's in my ABC bag first, because me and my girls, we tried to find some Y things, and there wasn't a ton. But we got to remember some of these things, like I couldn't put a yawn in the bag. I can't put a yell in the bag, but I do have a few things in here. So let's see what we've got. Oh, my yellow duck. I wish I had the original game, but this is a game called Yahtzee. Yahtzee. Do you see the Y? It's a fun game to play with dice. Got a yogurt container. Yogurt. Do you guys like to eat yogurt? And then the last one, and we're going to use this for some of my craft since I have it. I've got some yarn. So, my poor ABC bag did not have a ton in it, but we did find some things Next week, it might be even harder. We're getting so close to the end of our alphabet. All right, so I'm gonna stick this over here, and we're gonna use a little bit of our yarn today. And I did not tell Mom or Dad to get yarn, so if you don't have any, that's okay, because what my original intent was just to use my marker, and I'll show you. But I've got some yarn. I told them they could get a cupcake liner, and I pulled 2 just because I wanted it a little darker. It's supposed to be blue, but it's really light. But if you don't have a cupcake liner, you could use your can or a can to trace a circle like we did the other day. So I'm gonna do that just so I can help you guys in case this is what you're doing. So I'm gonna trace my circle. Okay, so I'm gonna need 1 circle. And parents, if you wanna trace that for your kiddo and then let them cut it out, okay, because we want it to be their work. So you can let them cut it out. So I'm gonna sit it over to the side. And then next, I brought my ruler because I do want the kiddos to be practicing their cutting. So what I'm gonna do, and parents, you can do this too, or you can just freehand this, but I'm gonna draw 1 line, and then I'm gonna draw another. Okay, and I want you to have your kiddos cut on these straight lines. Believe it or not, cutting on the straight line for some of us is a little tricky. So we want to open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. I've got 1 piece here, and now I'm going to cut on my other line. Open, shut, open, shut. My small hole is on the top. And then I've got my other fingers in the bigger hole, and it's on the bottom. Open, shut, open, shut. Then let's have, we're gonna cut off about 1/3 of one of our pieces. Put that over to the side. And then I'm gonna cut one of my other strips right in half. I bet you can tell what we're making, can't you? So now I've got 3 strips, 1, 2, 3, and 2 of them are the same size. So now, let's see what color I want to use. I like this blue. So now, and it doesn't matter what color you use. You can use any colors that you have. Any colors that you have. Now I'm gonna take, and what am I making? I'm making a Y, I'm making a Y. So now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go ahead and use my glue stick and I'm gonna glue my strips on. So I'm gonna start with the one that's a little bit longer. Let's see, I've got so many things over here. All right, so I'm gonna take the one that's just a little bit longer, and I'm gonna glue that down, and I want it to touch the bottom and be right in the middle. So we'll put this down here, just like this, okay? And now I'm gonna take my other 2 strips, and remember, Miss Nicole always tries to remind the kids to put the glue, not on the big piece of paper, but put it on your smaller strip so that you don't leave a big glue mess on your craft, okay? So, hello Wrigley. Are you coming to check out craft time? So then I'm gonna glue my one of my Y strips here. And then I'm gonna glue the other one to the other side. Just like that. Okay? Put just a smidge more glue right there. Make it good so it'll stick down. Now, go ahead and have your kiddo cut out their circle, or if you got a cupcake liner, you could use this. I'm going to use the circle since most of you, if you don't have a cupcake liner, you can do it this easy way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my circle, and remember, let them do it. Let them do it so they get more practice. And something else that you can do if you notice that maybe you think your kiddo may need a little more practice with their cutting skills, you could just draw shapes all over a piece of construction paper. Don't go much smaller than this though. Give them some space and let them cut, you know, supervise them and just remind them of the rules. Thumb on top, open, shut, and they can have, you know, lots of practice before they go to kindergarten. So now, well, what's a circle that starts with a Y? It's a yo-yo. So now I'm gonna put my circle down at the bottom. So putting my glue on the back. And I'm gonna just stick that down. Either side is fine. Either side is fine. And we're gonna pretend like this. Y up here is somebody's arm and they're holding the string. My yarn's a little long. You don't need a very long piece. And if you don't have any yarn, you could just draw a pretend string going down to your yo-yo. That would be perfectly fine. But at school, what we do a lot when we do this craft is we wrap around just a little bit. And then I'm gonna glue my string down just in the back. So it looks like my Y is holding on to my yo-yo string. And then now I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna kind of lift up my circle and I'm gonna put my string down underneath. I'll put a little bit of glue kind of right on top of that string so that I know that it'll stick a little bit. And there we go. We've got our yo-yo, our yo-yo. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so hopefully you made your yo-yo. If you want to bring your yo-yo craft to our Zoom, you could bring that today too, okay? All right. Well, let me set this over to the side. And I've got just one more thing that I want to share with you. And it's how I'm taking care of our chrysalises. Since you guys aren't with me, a lot of times at this point, I would have volunteers that wanted to help me in class. And we just take my little mister and we have to keep them just a little bit wet. So I'm just gonna kind of spray a little bit of water, that's all this is, on both of the pieces of fabric that I pulled out of I've got one little friend that's hanging out down there and hopefully he will still emerge. But we want to keep them a little bit wet because if they were hanging outside, the moisture in the air would keep them a little bit damp. So we want to make sure that they stay kind of a little bit damp so that when it is time for them to break out of their chrysalis, they can do it easily. We've still got our container of water that's giving them some humidity down there. And we're just waiting. We're on butterfly watch. So we'll see what happens in the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 days maybe. Okay. Well, before we go, let's see, we're going to do just a little bit of review. I only pulled out a few cards and I'm going to mix up. What I did, I pulled our cards of letters that are kind of our newest letters, and I threw in just a few kind of random letters from earlier in the year. But I've got all of our new letters, and then I've got a few other letters. So, you ready? What letter? D. D. D is for dog. All right. I'm gonna do yeah. It's a Y. It's a Y. It makes a Y sound for yo-yo. Yo-yo. That's the sound it makes. And sometimes we get a little confused between this one and the C. It makes this, kind of makes the same sound. This is a K. It's a K for kiss. This one makes two sounds because it's a vowel. You, ye, or or unicorn, unicorn, or umbrella. So our U makes two sounds. Llama. It's an L. What letter? V. V for Valentine. Sometimes this is a tricky one. Remember, we like to feel our breath. Letter H. H is for hat. We just did it last week. X. X for X-ray. Good job. Good job. All right. Well, this week, we didn't really talk about the difference between our circle and our oval, but which one of these shapes did we use in our craft today? Which one of these shapes did we use in our craft today? Did we use the circle or the oval? We used a circle. For our yo-yo is a circle shape. Now, the circle and oval, depending on how they're drawn, they can look kind of similar. They don't have any straight edges. They don't have any corners. They don't have any corners. But I like to think of this oval, it reminds me of an egg. It reminds me of an Easter egg. And then our circle, I can think about gumballs. I can think about yo-yos, wheels on a car. So our circle and our oval, they're a little bit similar, but different. There's a number. There's a number that kind of looks like an oval. What number looks like an oval? Think about it. There's one number that looks like an oval. What number is this? So not the two together. It's a 0. A 0 looks a lot like an oval. All right. Well, you guys, I am going to let you go finish your craft. Maybe you can make something to share with our group when we have our Zoom. And I can't wait to see you in just a little bit. So we'll see you on our Zoom call, See you on our Zoom call.